Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about the top 5 gospel choirs in the world, by Guinness Book of World Records. Before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Throughout the year, the gospel choir performs musical concerts to spread the gospel message. We get together to socialize and sing praises to God. Gospel music serves to remind Christians of the secular environment in which they live, as well as that there is a higher power at work. The music also assists Christians in remaining self-aware and connected to their spirituality. Dorsey was a founding member of the National Convention of Gospel Choirs and Choruses, which was created in 1933. He teamed up with Mahalia Jackson 6 years later, and the two of them ushered in what became known as the Golden Age of gospel music, with Dorsey becoming regarded as the father of gospel music. Here are the top 5 gospel choirs in the world by Guinness Book of World Records. Number 5. Georgia Mass Choir. Hand-picked singers from a number of South African choirs put the wonderful Mara Lau in the lead, take a number of hymns they're all familiar with from church, as well as the South African national song, and you've got the elements for an excellent album. Unlike many hymns, they are performed with great, roaring delight, mostly arranged by Lau, and recorded in a church, as it should be. Unlike American or Jamaican gospel, however, there is a sense of unification rather than witnessing. The voices welcome the music, but they sing it as it is, rather than using it as a springboard to testify. The harmonies may have been developed in Europe, but the voices singing them are inextricably African, giving the sound a unique flavor. Even when a speaking voice bursts in on Jerusalem Ikaya Lamb, for example, or when very little percussion accompanies the a cappella voices, there's a sense of control about it all. It's beautiful, but that's the point, to create a link between Europe and Africa through Christianity. Even on the now famous Kosi Sikeleli, Africa, the country's hymn-like national anthem, which is delivered here as the closer, full-voiced, and gorgeous, sung with unmasked pride and excitement. Number 4. Chicago Mass Choir. The Chicago Mass Choir is a Chicago, Illinois-based gospel choir. James C. Chambers, who also formed the Ecclesiastes Community Choir, founded the ensemble in 1988. In 1991, they released their debut album, and were nominated Best New Artist at the Gospel Music Excellence Awards. The next year, for I Can Go to the Rock, they won Song of the Year. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, they published a number of commercially successful albums. Percy Gray is a member of the Chicago Mass Choir as well. Number 3. Mississippi Mass Choir. Frank Williams, a member of the Jackson Southerners and an executive in Malaco Records' gospel music branch, decided to organize the Mississippi Mass Choir, after battling with the concept of forming a mass choir. First, he gained the backing of the record label. Then he started enlisting the help of Mississippi musicians like David R. Curry Jr., who went on to become the choir's minister of music. After laying the groundwork, open auditions were held, and the Mississippi Mass Choir was formed with over 100 voices from across the state. The Mississippi Mass Choir recorded their self-titled debut album and filmed live at Thalia Mara Hall, formerly Jackson Municipal Auditorium, on October 29, 1988, after months of training. Billboard magazine named their debut album the No. 1 spiritual album in the country 5 weeks after it was released in the spring of 1989. The album spent 45 weeks on the Billboard charts in a row, setting a new record for gospel albums. The Mississippi Mass Choir was named Choir of the Year Contemporary, and Best New Artist of the Year Traditional at the 9th Annual James Cleveland GMWA Awards. They also won 4 Stellar Awards in 1989 and were nominated for the Soul Train Music Awards, and the Dove Awards in numerous categories. God Gets the Glory, the choir's second CD, was recorded live on December 8, 1990, at the Mississippi State Coliseum in Jackson. The album started at No. 16 on the Billboard list, eventually rising to No. 1 2 weeks later. With the release of the record came a slew of awards. It remains to be seen. The choir's third and most popular album was recorded live in January 1993 and spent a whole year at the top of the charts. Unfortunately, this would be the choir's final recording with their founder, Frank Williams, who died of a heart attack on March 22, 1993, in Savannah, Georgia. Since Williams' death, 7 more albums have been released. We are all about our Father's business, says Executive Director Jerry Mannery. We aren't entertainers, we are Christ's ministers. The choir has been to Japan, Italy, Spain, the Bahamas, and Greece, where they became the first gospel group to perform at the Acropolis. Number 2. Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir. From 1991 until 2006, the Grammy Award for Best Gospel Choir or Chorus Album was given out. It was named Best Gospel Album by a Choir or Chorus from 1991 through 1997. With 6 awards, the Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir and their director, Carol Cimbola, were the most successful artists in this category. Years refer to the year in which the Grammy Awards were given out for the previous year's work. James Edward Cleveland was an American gospel singer, pianist, and composer who lived from December 5, 1931 to February 9, 1991. Cleveland, dubbed the King of Gospel, was a major factor behind the current gospel style, fusing traditional black gospel, soul, pop, and jazz into arrangements for mass choirs. Cleveland appeared on hundreds of songs and won 4 Grammy Awards over his career. He was the first gospel performer to be honored with a Hollywood Walk of Fame star. In 1984, he was elected to the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. Many consider him to be one of the finest gospel singers of all time, because of his pioneering achievements. Lord, help me to hold out, peace be still, I don't feel no ways, tired, where is your faith, the love of God, God has smiled on me, and his soul-stirring interpretation of Gladys Knight and the Pips, You're the Best Thing That Ever Happened to Me, are among his gospel classics. Number 1. The Members Church of God International, Philippines. The Members Church of God International, Philippines, organized the world's largest gospel choir, breaking the record as part of Ang Dating Daan, the Old Path religious program, the Philippines' longest-running religious television and radio program. A staggering 8,688 vocalists, from numerous local churches as well as countries in the Americas and Africa, took their seats in the Araneta Coliseum in Manila, Philippines, smashing the previous record of 4,745 set by the Iglesia Ni Cristo, Philippines. The musical ensemble sang Christian praise songs that were adequately rehearsed and conducted in concert conditions, as required by the Guinness World Records criteria. The chorale performed Stand Up, Praise the Name, Hallelujah, Amen, and Enrich the Spirit, all original compositions of choir member and mentor Mr. Norman Caraballo Rueda. Guinness World Records adjudicator Fortuna Mellum traveled from the United Kingdom to verify the record and was overcome with emotion during the performance. Think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.